doing with weight. Normally they have a couple kids. And it's not the kids that are the problem, it's the food that's in the house. So, for me, it's easy. I just don't buy crap and put it in the house. But if you have children, you're going to have Pop Tarts, cereal, whatever. And yeah, I mean, if you could get your kids not to eat that, that would be great. Help with this diabetes epidemic. But anywho, yeah, so that's what I'm trying to help. That's what I want to do. Let me see. Let me see. Do I have to invite him or something? Let me see. Oh, maybe he has to join and then I can, yeah. So, anyway, that's that. Wait, I wasn't reading anything when you guys were saying that. Yeah, I need a man's ear. We'll call it the man's ear. The bro. Hi, Leah. How's work? Don A. Hey. Wait, is that Don? Hold on. Let me see if that's the same. Man. Don. So Don, when you pop in here, I'm gonna talk about you. So sorry, deal with it. I was kind of chatting with Don today, and he was saying, or maybe you put a message on one of my posts. You were saying how you went from a 38 to a 34 waist, and that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, man. Like when you have dealt with having a 40-inch plus waist, and then it goes down to like a 36 or 34. That shit is amazing. And I tried to convey that in the message. It probably didn't, the context probably wasn't right. But like, dude, like there's a whole episode of Seinfeld about this. How Jerry wears a 34, but he scratches it to make it look like a 32 because he doesn't want to have bigger than a 32-inch waist. But all right, Joey's coming in here in a minute. But yeah, like I don't know, like for women the size thing. I don't know, like, because it's like 12, 8, 6, 0, -2. I don't know, but essentially it's a big change. And what do you weigh now? Oh, Smith, you gonna moderate? I friend requested you and I tried to message you, but you weren't. 233? Fuck yeah. Dude, that's amazing. All right, hold on. How do I did this yesterday. Moderator. I might not need it today. Yesterday things got a little, oh, here we go. Here you go. All right, Smith, you're in the game, brother. Or sister. Yeah, yesterday I had people coming in because of the flag. They were doing all sorts of political stuff, which no go. Oh, quick reminder, if you're new, no politics. Thanks. I can't talk about it, so don't ask me. Okay, we'll see what your A1Cs are and all that. How tall are you, Don? Oh, yeah. Okay. And you said you're 233? Okay. 6'5", yeah, tall guys. So I mean, I can't see you, so I don't know, like, if the weight's like muscly weight or if it's bad weight. I don't know, but yeah. Just to be tough love, probably got a little bit more ways to go. But you're on the right track. All right, Joe's here. He's popping in. Alexa.
Yeah, boy.
Hey.
Hey,
All right.
what up, my
So
guy?
we got Oh, Jesus. Are you coming through my TV? Hold on, say something.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, there you are. Oh, you're coming through my phone. I should just
Yeah.
put my headphones on, man. Oh,
Yeah.
no. We are coming through my phone. Okay. Or my TV. So, anybody that's new, this is Joey, aka Fat Chief. We found each other about 3 weeks ago. I saw his stuff and I was really motivated, so I reached out to him to try to help him out. So we're gonna try to do like a weekly catch up and see how he's doing, and then if he has any questions about fitness or whatever, if you guys have any questions, please feel free. So, Joey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, dude. Hey, that belt video, great.
Yeah.
How's that feel, man? We're just talking about so Don in here went from
Yep.
a 38 to a 34
Oh
recently
wow.
over the last year. So
Yeah, man. That I'm not gonna lie, it's it's a surreal feeling. Like, I don't know, man. Just the seeing the number go down is great, but it's the non-scale victories really for me right now. And that's I'm gonna kind of touch on that like in my video tomorrow on how like yeah, it's great to lose the weight, but it's kind of about your mental perspective. Like as long as you're in it with a positive mindset, you're not beating yourself up constantly and finding those small wins like that, dude. That's what it's all about.
yeah, yeah. I think another thing. I mean, you probably still have it. No shade, but on the khakis, like when I wore my khakis one time, I was looking at another chief, and I was like, dude, do I have an extra belt loop? And I went over, and I'm like, why do I have this belt loop? And they're like, oh, it's because your pants are bigger.
Yep.
So once that belt loop goes away, that shit's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's a small victories. I tell everyone, probably told you, track your progress, take pictures. You don't have to post them on socials. Like you don't have to do that. But I'm telling you, when you do transform, right, and you lose the weight, you're gonna want those pictures, and you're
Yeah.
gonna want to see because day for day, you don't notice the change.
Okay.
I mean, on the belt, maybe, but I don't know.
Oh, it's pretty cool too. The other day, my wife even said your belly looks less swollen. So,
Oh, nice.
I mean, that's something.
Yeah, yeah. Is she doing the stuff with you?
So she's kind of in between stuff right now. She and I have kind of, I won't say paralleled, but we've struggled with weight a good
Right.
chunk of our lives. We're high school sweethearts, been going on 20 years this year being married. And so we just got fat together. We've gotten skinny together. We've done the up and down. Um, so,
Well, I think that's a common story that probably a lot of people hanging out in here have. Like if you're going to commit to a lifestyle change, it really helps if your spouse does.
yep.
And if they're not supporting or doing it too, it's really hard to sit there while they're eating potatoes and you're having another chicken breast,
Yep.
like ah.
Yeah.
Um, okay, all right. So duty, huh? Duty.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got them duty blues, man.
Oh, we got another. That's a sailor too. Let's see here. Maybe she'll come in. I just met this. I just met her today. She's a nurse or something. And then, yeah, well, she disappeared. Okay. Yeah, man, no duty. So the the weight is off my shoulders. I'm a fire controlman. He's
Yep.
a Navy career counselor.
User.
Um, so anytime I can't really talk about what I do. I could. It's not like classified, but the things I work on are like flagged words, so I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I work with like weapons, we'll say.
Yeah.
And then what do
And
you
then
do?
for career counselor, I mean, if you could picture any human resource entity in the corporate world, translate that to Navy aspects, and that's what we are. We're human resources. So like reenlistments, career management, special pays, education, like all that stuff that's encompassing within your career.
All
So,
right. Taylor's got a question for you there.
Taylor, I need him to explain capstone. All right. So, for anyone that doesn't know, capstone is part of the overall TAP or transition assistance program that is DoD mandated for all service members. Before you separate, if you want that DD 214, you have to go through a program that's called TAP. And TAP was initiated back in 2011, 2012. And bottom line, it was originally designed to try and make less homeless veterans, right? Um, Force sailors and Marines and
Thanks, Smith.
all this, yeah, all the service members to get tools so that way they can be functioning citizens, and not just kind of thrown out on the streets. Um, so, anyways, there's multiple layers to TAP. So you have a pre-separation counseling. Well, first you have an initial counseling with a career counselor, then a pre-separation counseling, then the main TAP course, and then
Riveting.
capstone. Yeah, so you do need to sign off on your capstone. Sorry, I could talk about my job all day.
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm
No,
kidding.
no, you're good, you're good. But Taylor
This
was
is
like,
this is part of the thing. Like I want sailors to come in here too, or other military people
exactly,
and get information. So,
exactly. So Taylor, all right, so capstone. Um,
well,
Theoretically,
thanks for subscribing.
when you were going through TAPS, you would have received some documents based off of your tier level. Um, and that you could be tier one, two, or three, right? And based off your tier level, your capstone is verifying that you met specific career readiness standards. So the most popular tier level it goes through right now is tier two, and essentially that means you have to do a little bit than someone that's a tier one that's like been in 20 years, getting ready to retire. That's like 100% set. It's a little less than like my tier three sailors that are getting kicked out of the Navy for like administrative separations and things like that. Um, so popular things for capstone, you would need to either go to Fleet and Family or you can do it with your career counselor. Um, you gotta verify things like you signed up on va.gov with a username and password. You did a post-transition financial plan. You got a gap analysis. There's a few other things. And if you don't get that stuff signed off, then in the eyes of the Navy, you haven't completed your TAP. So
Smith, thanks for subscribing. Leap, thanks for the gifts. Just a side note there. Yeah, you can also go to tap twice, right?
you can go to TAP as many times as you want.
Right. So I
Uh,
think they recommend twice.
yep,
Um, get your resume writing.
yep,
USA Jobs. Try to find
mm,
something that's out.
yep.
Wait. So Leap, you said future sailor. What are you thinking about doing, boss? I mean, we know. Listen, if you
Yeah.
want rate advice, I got rate advice for you, dude. I have thoughts for sure.
So Taylor, yeah, you have to verify that you again met those career readiness standards by doing the things based off your tier level. They sign it
Mhm.
off, and then there's a commander's verification, and then after that's done, yes, you're all done.
Um, but
Yeah.
I think I asked you last time, Joey, but your source rate was
I was so when they were still called SH, that's what I was, but
that's
they're now called
that's
RS.
RS, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So supply
yeah,
type, good rate.
yeah.
I think any rate that you don't have to stand watch underway is a good rate.
Big facts.
Oh,
And
there you go. See LS right there.
yeah, everyone wants to be fans with the or friends with the RSs, right? Because we got all your ghee dunks. So we got your sodas, we got your tobacco, we got your monsters. We do your laundry. So everyone
And
needs a
play a lot of cards.
look.
That's for
I,
sure.
just leave it up to interpretation, but everyone needs a RS at some point. So
Yeah. Yeah. RSs
yeah,
are great.
yeah.
So leave for corn dogs.
Fine.
My Rhode Island coming out. The nuclear life is going to be lucrative. Like you'll make money, but it's a tough gig, dude.
Oh yeah,
First of all, you got to get through all these schools, and okay, Man, loaded. The thing is, in my rate as FC, and I'm in charge of gunner's mates as well. But I see a lot of nuke drops and CT drops. People think they can be a CTI, which is like a language cryptological person, and the school is very difficult. The nuclear school is very difficult. It's like a 2 year pipeline, and it's
Oh
not
yeah,
like it's a filter, not a pump, right? So some schools are a pump, and they just push you out. But nuke school is a filter, and it filters out the people, and then they'll send you to the fleet as a undesignated seaman, and good luck with that.
yeah.
So if you're smart, like I'm not saying like attitude wise, I'm saying like if you're hitting like a like a 90 something on the ASVAB, okay. Um, but even then, like nuke school's tough, I hear. Um, uh, I was saying a rate that doesn't stand watch underway. So we're talking like a yeoman, any supply rate. Um, and then if you are smart, here's the other kicker, right? So, Joe, this is going to sound terrible.
Okay.
Some of these rates are filtered out because okay, I get a 81 because you don't have to be that smart to be the rate. I won't go over the rates, but some rates do not require a high ASVAB. So if you do score a high ASVAB, odds are you're smarter than the majority of the people in your rate. So when you take the test to advance, you will score better and advance faster.
Case in point, I got an 89 on my ASVAB, and I went RS because I didn't want to do that nuke life. And in the RS rating, it is notoriously hard to advance off of exams. And that's all I did was advance off exams. And I was a first class before I hit my 9 year mark. So,
Yeah. Um, and as far as like advancement, a lot of the rates are it's fluctuating. Like for FCs, for
yep.
me, like it used to be really fast, and I would get guys to strike, which is when they are undesignated, they come to gunner's mate and they make second class within 2 3 years. And the thing is, being a second class petty officer, that's when you get your basic housing allowance, um, BAH, basic allowance housing
Basic
allowance.
allowance for housing.
There you go.
Yep.
But that's when you actually start to make money, right? So if you're an E4 and below, I don't know what it is now. Maybe it's like $1,000 a paycheck. I don't know. When I was at E4, I was making like 750 a paycheck, but that was 17 years ago. So who knows? But uh, yeah, once you make that E5 threshold, that's when they start giving you money for housing, and you can, let's say in Norfolk, it's for second class, maybe it's like $1,300, maybe $1,400, but you can get a one bedroom apartment because if you're a single young person for 750, 800, and you still get the money over the top. So you can save that money or use it for whatever you want.
Yep.
Thanks for the heart, Kira. Yeah, but second class is the goal out the box, right? You make second, and then everything else, you know, we'll come after that. So, Joy, what routines you been doing? I know I saw the videos, but what are you actually trying to?
So I've always kind of liked the hit style workouts. I know that's not like the best when you're trying to build bulk, but right now I'm focusing on technically cutting, right? Because I'm just right now
You
I'm
said
focused
what? You said hit. We gotta
hit high
you
intensity
get
interval training.
there. You
You're right.
go.
All right.
Yep.
So and and on not my last deployment before last, a buddy of mine got me really hooked on kettlebell swings.
Love
And
it.
so, bro, y- um, there is it's like a month long program you could do where essentially you're doing 500 kettlebell swings a day for 20 of the 30 days in the month. And bro,
Yeah.
you want to feel some pain, but I made me realize that a lot of what we do is within that hip flexor. And
Mm-hmm.
if that's not up to snuff, then you're going to be lacking in a lot of different areas. Um, but the bulk of my workout videos I've been posting, there's this guy that's on YouTube. His name's Daniel PT Fitness or something like that. He's based out of, I want to say Denmark. I don't know, somewhere in Europe. But
Denmark's
he,
good.
yeah, I know it's totally random too, because like one day I was just searching up on YouTube, like kettlebell hit style workouts, and he was the first one that popped up, and he's an established, brand. He's got his channel and everything, multiple hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and he does have his
That's what we're
own.
trying to do.
I know,
You know what
and
I'm saying, dude?
he's got his own website and everything, but I like how he has it set up. Um, I will admit, I sometimes just kind of look. I'm like, oh, that one looks good for today. And I
Yeah.
could be a bit more structured about it, like instead of just doing hit, 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 like try and focus maybe upper body one day, lower body the next day. But
Yeah.
you know,
I think so. Explain a little more. I'll explain a little more on HIIT. So high intensity interval training.
yeah,
So essentially, what you're doing is you are increasing your heart rate to. There's different zones, right? There's zone one, two, three,
yep,
four, maybe
yep,
five. And that's how your heart rate is. Your heart rate is it's gonna vary depending on like your size and stuff. So maybe like my resting heart rate is like 60. Um, you guys is probably a little higher, but
yep.
like um, you you want to get up to like zone. Are you getting to zone three, four?
Oh, I'm usually in three, like working, and then I'll get to four, and then like in the
Okay.
upper levels of four toward the end of the
So the
session.
easy way to tell if you're in like zone four, zone five, it's like this speech test.
Mhm.
So if you can talk easily, you're not high enough. When you get to like zone four and five, you're not going to be able to talk because you're huffing and puffing too much, right? You can't physically do it. So that's how you know your zone's up. I mean, it's a little easier
Yep,
now with these watches to track your heart rate,
yep,
but
yep.
before there was like a talk test. So when you're doing the high intensity interval training, you're pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, right? And then I know you know this, Joey. I'm talking for
Yeah, yeah, no, I know.
and then you lower your heart rate, right? And you rest. So like let's say, for instance, you'll sprint for a minute and then walk for 3 or 4 minutes and let your heart rate come down. And then as soon as it gets back down to like 100, boom, run, right? Get your heart rate back up. And that's a popular way to do training because it's in my opinion it's more entertaining than just like a slow jog, like a slow burn. And it, gives you more stuff to do. I'd much rather sprint or do a light run for 2 minutes and then walk than do a jog for 20.
Mhm.
And I can't jog for 20 minutes anyway, so it's okay. Okay. Um, yeah. So hit's good. I kind of do hit as well, but with the weight training. So like
Mhm.
I'll get my heart rate up lifting weights, and then I rest a little bit. And I do kettlebells sometimes. Only for shoulders though. It's the only movement I do. Like the one where you like dip it between your legs and swing it up.
Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah,
that's the only one I do. What's up, Suze? Um, but yeah, kettlebells are good.
yeah.
So just this one time, I'll talk about me. So I made it, man. I made it. 3 weeks as CMC, dude. 3 weeks.
How was that?
Oh, brother. It was awesome. I sat in the chair. I had an office. Had all the Chiefs coming in, and like completely different atmosphere, completely different vibe. Uh, and then I was on the deck plates, man. Like, I mean, he'll never see this because he doesn't have TikTok, but he never leaves his office.
Yeah,
I told him, like, you need to be on the deck plates. When I had the first Chiefs meeting, I said, listen, if you need me, you need to text me because I'm out. I'm walking around. I'm
yeah,
not sitting in this office. And then it was kind of cool too because I would like talk to sailors. Sailors I probably never would have talked to otherwise. So I would just be like I went to the FEP session when they're FEP. fitness enhancement program. It's for sailors out of regs physically, and they need extra attention to get in shape. So I went to that to motivate and try to help them out. And then sailors I never talked to before, I would just start talking to, and they're looking at me like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm the acting senior enlisted leader, FCC." Um, but yeah, there were a few things that were challenging. And then I had I had an inspection, like an in-serve inspection this week. So I'm the 3MC, and I wasn't really doing my job. I was kind of like, who cares? And then the guy from Mayport repair facility came over. An old he was forced 3MC on the Pacific Coast for 3 years, like 14 to 17.
Mhm.
So he knew a lot of stuff, and he pushed my shit in pretty hard. So not effective. So like I'm doing CMC stuff. Hey Deb, while I'm getting a 3M inspection.
Yep.
So I'm sitting with the Master Chief while all, correspondence, Captain wants this, XO wants that, this sailor's you know, do in this kind of program, the sailors in that, and yeah, I mean it wasn't anything I could handle. The shitty thing is like I'm good at it, man. Like I'm really good at it and I would do it, but they never promoted me. So, so like I made chief in 2015, man. Like it's like it's like oh now at 18 year mark you're like gonna be like oh go to SEA and then go command. I'm like no man, I'm done. But anyway, I made it. Thank God he came back yesterday. I didn't think he was coming back, but I walked. I was going to the office. He was sitting there. I was like, oh, thank God. I didn't want to deal with the Super Bowl. I was like,
Yep.
the amount of debauchery.
Oh yeah.
Dairy Queef. What a great name. What a great name. Deb, how's your week been? Oh, you want to come in, Deb? You came in last time. Where are you at? Let me get her in here. Why can't I? Guests. Boop. There we go. Get her in here. Get this southern accent going.
Guys. Hi
Hey
Hey,
Deb.
guys.
Deb.
My
Welcome.
southern accent.
How's that bucked up stuff working out?
It wasn't too bad. I did what you suggested today with that one that they sent me, and I was kind of
Right.
pumped up. I got a lot clean, got a lot of cleaning done after I worked out.
Okay. Yeah, so Deb used my link and she got some pre-workout, and I was concerned because um,
Right.
everybody's body is a little different, and I always hate this. She's a little older. Okay,
I'm
let's be
older.
honest,
It's the
right?
truth.
So introducing like a pre-workout that I would take is not
Right.
something that you would want. So I recommended that she takes like half the dose or like
Yeah, that's what I
yeah
did.
like half a scoop. Um, Drink it. Don't go to the gym. Just see how your body reacts. Because if you take something and your heart starts like going like this, you don't want to be at the gym at that point. You want to like be like, okay, I can't take the stuff. Let me just ride it out.
Yeah, I did it
Um,
right before that walk, and you saw I ran on that walk. Oh my God. I haven't run
yeah,
in a long time, y'all.
yeah. So no, we're Navy around here. Coasties. We're on real ships. Okay.
Oh.
That's right.
Everybody's had a
Um,
stressful week this week.
Me?
Yeah. You sound like you did. I know I did.
Shit. It it wasn't like stressful, but we have this thing that I'll call chief guilt.
Yep.
So they put this burden on you when you make the pay grade of chief. Like not all your roles and responsibilities are written down. You kind of just have like ownership of everything.
Hmm.
So since I was in the seat as the lead chief, I had to sit around and wait for the captain and the executive officer to be done with their day and then walk out and be like, "Hey, sir, do you need anything? You need cover anything?" Um, so they were later days. I mean, that's no excuse. I realize people have to work and then work out, but I mean, going in at 6:30 and then leaving at
Hmm.
4 o'clock, like that's a
Yeah.
bear.
I had a supervisor tell me at 9 o'clock the other morning, I need a report done by 3 today. And I'm like, oh, okay, I work in child support. So I had a shit ton of stuff to do, but I got it done. But that's why I missed the gym the other night. I was just exhausted. So I came home and worked out.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yep.
Short deadlines. It happens
Yeah.
to us too, all the time.
I
All the
know.
time.
And it's
Yeah.
not it's they forget to tell you. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
Well,
They forgot.
that's what she did. Yeah, that's what she did. So I was like,
Exactly.
okay, thanks. I kept my smile on and popped my earbuds in and put on a podcast and went to town.
Mm.
What's
But I
going
didn't
on?
binge eat, so I was proud of myself.
Oh yeah. I
Usually,
uh
usually when I'm
I stress
stressed, I
ate a
want to
lot
binge.
this week.
Me, yeah, I wanted to
I ate
this
a
week,
lot
but
of
I
crap,
didn't.
man. I had
Yeah.
I had I had two breakfast burritos yesterday,
Mm.
Oh, wow.
potato, tortilla, all that crap. I had Costco pizza when they were selling it. When I had the burgers, I didn't have the buns. That was okay. And then, of course, in my shop, the civilian in there, he always buys honey roasted peanuts for
Mm,
some reason. Like, dude, just get
yeah,
normal peanuts, please. And I'm just
yeah.
hammering these
It's
things.
like crack, man. Once you start, you can't stop.
Yeah, like, oh. But I'm at the point to where it doesn't really matter. But I don't want. I'm trying not to
Right.
have that
Yep.
stuff. But no, I get it now. Like, I sympathize with everybody. It's like, I have to eat this certain way because I have responsibilities and stress and all that, and it's easier for me. Um, but yeah, once you start, forget about it. It's
Yeah,
over.
that's why the holidays suck because I'll be
Hmm.
making homemade candy, and the next thing I know,
Hmm.
I've eaten half of it.
Oh, you got all them grandkids, man. They need some
Yeah,
sweets.
11. I have 11 grandkids, y'all.
11?
11. Yep.
Wow.
Joey, how
Yeah.
many kids you got?
I have three.
Jeez.
Yep. And my oldest is going to be turning 18 next month. So,
I have an
What's the
18-year-old
plan?
granddaughter. Is she a senior?
yep, she's senior. She's actually been toying with the idea of going Air Force. Because I told her don't go Navy if you're going to join. So,
Yeah, I don't. The problem with the Navy, man, Joy, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna my podcast. I'm gonna cue this up for you. But so for me, Norfolk, Yokosuka, Japan, Mayport, Florida, Norfolk, Everett, Washington. So in 17 years, I've been in 5 different duty stations all across the world, right? That's the problem with the Navy. Some people can come to Everett and stay here for 20 years, buy a house, build a family and all this crap. But
yep.
90% of the people are boom, 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 all over the place. That's the problem
Yeah.
with the Navy. Where you been in North?
So
Are you going to tell
I
me you've been
did
in Norfolk the whole time?
no,
Is that
no.
what you tell me?
Yeah, I was about to cuss you out. No. San Diego for my first 8 years, then Hawaii during COVID, which sucked, by the way. That's a whole different story. Um,
Yep. Oh, we
I've
can talk about
been,
that.
yeah, I've been in Norfolk since the end of 22,
Hey,
end of
Jasmine.
22. But getting ready to go back to San Diego. So thank
That's
goodness.
right. Yeah, we're gonna cross streams for a little bit,
That's
right? When are
right.
you going?
Um, Assuming that my orders don't get changed on me, should be departing in July timeframe. So,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. What
yep.
command? Is that?
I'm going to Swarmic.
Oh, you're
Gonna
on
be
the
the
repair center, the repair
Yeah,
facility.
gonna be the
Oh,
career counselor over there. Yeah,
nice. It's a good
yeah,
gig, man.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm going to LCS.
Ugh,
Talked about, I'm sure.
gross. Yep.
3MC. which is not looking good
Even more
considering my last.
gross.
Um, but yeah, so long story for everybody in here. I got divorced. I was dating a girl in San Diego, and I basically was like, I need to get to San Diego. I need to get to San Diego to my detailer. He didn't want to play ball, so talked to my friend out there in detailing, and I was like, hey, I'll do anything. I have the 3MC, the maintenance chief NEC. So can you get me out of the community? So now I'm a maintenance chief, no longer fire controlman, technically. And I'm still going to San Diego, but I'm not dating the girl. Duh.
Oh no.
Oops. Well, it was my choice. She's probably
Yeah.
in here as some random user fucking da 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 da. Dude, whenever I see that user and it's a bunch of numbers, I'm like, you're shady. So, but my ship, I won't say which one. I don't know if this is going to Bahrain.
Mm.
Berth shifting, home port shifting.
Mm.
So, about to be a Bahrain sailor,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome, I think.
When is that
I,
going to happen?
I don't know. They said next year.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be in San Diego for a little bit, but I mean, Bahrain is good for tax free,
Yep.
Yep.
hazardous duty pay, possibly. Um, and yeah, the ships don't really go on deployment. They'll do a couple weeks patrols and then they come back. So that'll be good. I don't know.
Yep.
I'm the kind of guy like when it comes to the Navy, like if they tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it, and I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, poor me. Like, no, let's go, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll cry afterwards, but not prior to. Um, yeah, Aaron, what do you know? What do you know about Bahrain? Hey, thanks for the likes. Thanks for hanging out. If you guys got any questions, fitness, military, child support for Deb, you can feel free.
North
Feel free to
Carolina
ask.
child support. I can't help you in any other state. We're different.
Yeah, North Carolina. North
Ugh.
Carolina.
Good old
Um,
North Cadillac.
Mm.
yeah.
Y'all, it was 70 degrees at the beginning of the week, and today they said there was a chance of snow. I'm like, what the
Yep.
hell?
Yep.
What's up, Kevin? Oh man, we had so much snow, and that was the other thing. Like
Yeah, I
trying
saw
to deal
that.
with
Poor
trying to deal with
Penny.
the
She looked
snow.
like she was
So
happy though.
they say 2 hour delay. So Joey will know this. When a sailor hears two
Yep.
hour delay, that means you show up 2 hours after liberty expiration.
Right.
But my captain was like, no, it's 2 hours from when the building opens, which is
What?
not. They don't match up. So people are rolling at 9:30. He expected people to roll in at like 8:15, and
Yeah.
yeah, I had to figure that one out. I don't know. It's so weird trying to deal with these your boss, and especially at a lower pay grade. Normally,
Yeah.
so I'm a 7. Normally, it's an 8 or a 9 that's dealing with these guys. Um, and I don't know if like they're taking my suggestions with like if they value them or they respect them or they're just like okay whatever chief blah blah blah. But
Yep.
they got some wild ideas and some wild requests, and I just want to be like no sir, we're not doing that. That's stupid. Like
Yep.
it's so funny too because every sorry there's any officers in here. Here's some advice. If you take Divo department head, if you think you have a new idea, you don't. It's not new. We've heard it 1,000 times. Hey guys, let's do departmental PT. Nope, not gonna work. Nope, not doing it. Like anything you think is new, we've tried it. And
It's
when I
been
say
done.
like, yeah, when I say like, that's not gonna work. Like you should listen to the guy that's been in this division for 17 years and you are here for 6 months. But anyway, I digest. What?
So, Joey, I have two nephews that are in Norfolk. They're in med school there.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they're brothers, 15 months
Don't you guys
apart.
chop it up? I gotta use the
Oh,
bathroom.
you're
Oh,
And
good. You're
they
good.
are, they love that area. So when I found out where you were at, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
good little
it's
drive to North Carolina for them, but they like it.
sure. It's actually a nice area, Norfolk. We actually live pretty south in Chesapeake, which is,
Oh
right next to
yeah,
Norfolk. But
yeah. I used to have relatives in that area, so we used to go
y
there quite a bit when I was a
yep.
kid. It's
And I
changed a
think
lot.
yeah, I'm sure it has. I think if we had been here during
Hmm.
my first during when I first got in the Navy, we may have ended up staying here a bit longer, but we were both my wife and I are originally from Nevada
That's what I was
and
going to ask you. Where are you from originally?
originally from Carson City, Nevada.
Okay.
And then again for those just listen to High School Sweethearts.
Aw.
So yeah, so 20-year anniversary coming up this year.
Oh,
Um,
congratulations.
thank you. But the only thing we had known about California was all these Californians were moving to Nevada and ruining our state.
Yeah.
So when I first got stationed in San Diego, I was a little apprehensive. But my wife and I and my whole family we ended up falling in love with it, and we're super excited to be getting back there this summer. So
Yeah, it'll be fun. I was in San Diego like 15 years ago. My youngest son graduated from basic training for the military, for the
yep.
Marines. My oldest son was down in South Carolina. Um, he did his basic training there. I've got two boys that went to the Marines and one that was in the Army. So
Uh,
it's a military thing. I even have a stepdaughter that was in the Army for a while, but she blew her knee out, so she couldn't stay in. She
sure.
almost went into the Navy. It was so funny because she kept telling she was in ROTC and she kept
Mhm.
telling us she wanted to go in the Navy, and then next thing we know, she signed up for the Army. We're like, all right, that's not what you've been telling us, but okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
Somebody got a hold of her, probably. Got her motivated.
yeah.
yeah, like I
Hooah!
said, she was in Navy
Crackety.
ROTC for years, and she loved it, loved it. All my kids did ROTC, but the oldest one, he didn't do it, but he ended up going in the Marines. So
Yeah, I just did the last Saturday. I judged ROTC competitions for the high schoolers, which is pretty fun.
yeah, they're so that we
They're
really enjoyed it when
motivated.
the kids were in that. Yeah, it's very motivating. We really enjoyed it, and it kept my kids focused and kept them out of trouble. Well, for the most part, the youngest one was a different story, but that's another story.
Wait, D the bees, where you at? Did you already say? If I missed it in the chat, sorry.
What
You're
you're
D the
talking?
bees
Okay,
says she's in the
I just
Navy.
saw that.
What do you do, D? Do you want to hop in?
Ugh, gross. 29 palms. I'm sorry.
Oh, my son was in 29 Palms for training.
Uh-oh, somebody
That
knows you. Somebody knows you.
is someone knows me. Jules, I know that name. If that's who, I mean, I only know one Jules, so it's probably him. So what's up, buddy?
Is that one of your sailors?
That would be one of our fellow brothers. If
Oh,
it,
what's up,
yeah,
dude? Hey, Jules, you want to hop in here, brother? I
yeah,
don't know
man.
if you do.
Yeah,
Let me see.
assuming that's the same person. Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's you can never tell with these pictures, so we'll see.
exactly.
We'll see. We'll see if they want to come in or
Yeah.
not.
Oh yeah, infantry. So I had one of my brothers was in the army. He was infantry, and I know it's probably different than Marines, but he hated life. So
My stepson did two tours. He was in the Army National Guard, and he did two tours. Um, so yeah,
yeah.
we're a military family. In other words, we've had a lot of military in our family.
Well, my family accidentally turned into a military family, right? So I I call it like a blended Brady bunch in a way because we have step siblings, but we
Yeah,
all
me
are
too.
brothers
That's the
and
way I was
sisters.
raised. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
But so my two brothers joined the army. One's still in. He's E8 now in the army.
Oh, okay.
Um, and one of my sisters is Air Force. And the four of us, six kids that have been in the military, none of us had aspirations. It all just kind of happened. but three of the
Yeah,
four of
that
us
was
are.
my stepson. He got out of high school and got a really good paying job out of high school. And then he got laid off about 2 years later. And we were like, you're gonna have to do something, either go back to school or do something. So I
Yeah,
took him down to take the test and everything, and he did real good. He did real good. He was in there for 6 years. So
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
he had a
good.
rude awakening. Life shook him up. I remember
Oh
when he
yeah,
called me and said, "Hey, can you give me a ride to the?" His car was broke down. He couldn't pay his rent. He's like, "Can you give me a
Yep,
ride to the
that'll
recruiters?"
do
I was
it.
like, "I'll be right
yeah.
there."
So HM2. Okay, now so that's why I say I know like two jewels, and I knew one of them knew that I was doing the TikTok thing, but HM2, what is up, dude?
You know, Joey, at
Yeah,
least
for
you got
sure.
some support, man. I told my bros about this, and I
Yeah,
was like, hop in, man. Like, because the cool thing, I mean, you realize this. Clearly we don't do this for the money, but the gifts do
yeah,
translate to space bucks and then actual money. Like last live we did, we made like 87 cents.
yep,
Woo!
Ooh,
But like it shares with all the people that
yep,
are in here. So Deb, you'll
yep.
see something. I probably never even looked at it, but I was like, hey man, come hang out. Why not?
yeah,
Like he was all about being on my live when we were watching the Tyson fight. You know,
yeah,
if you scroll down a million videos, you'll see my buddy
sure.
talking trash about the
That was a pathetic fight, but
oh
that's another story.
I was when I went up to one of the guys filming in the gym yesterday. He
Hmm.
was like, "Oh, I'm trying to be a model," and I was like, "Oh, interesting." I was a model, and I tried to find the, like Throwback Thursday of my videos, and I was like, scroll, scroll. I was like, "God damn, Nick, you post too much." But anyway, yeah, damn
How did
it.
that happen? How did you end up becoming a model?
Oh, good, Deb, you're like my Gina grad. I don't know if you guys
I
listen to
know.
that.
I'm just a mom at heart. Son,
If you
tell me how
listen to
that
Corolla,
happened.
but that's a good question, and like everything I do, it's a long answer.
You
Um,
sound like me.
so um, hmm, uh, when I don't know, I got into like actual fitness for a reason of like not bullying, but like being scared to confront somebody, and I decided that was not going to happen to me again. Thank you, thank you. And I was like, I'm not going to be intimidated by anyone ever again, right? So I started lifting weights around 19, 20 years old. Went from 100,
Yeah.
80 pounds to like 220, 230. And then I was um, dating this girl, and we'd work out Powerhouse. And this guy, oh, thank you for the gifts, thank you. And this guy
Thank you very much.
was always hitting on her, right? And I was like, whatever, I don't care. I'm just lifting, just trying to get big, working at the vitamin shop or super supplements for those of you on the West Coast. Just getting big to get big. Why not? And then he was talking to her one day at the gym, and I walked over and didn't do anything crazy. I was just like, oh, hey, what's up? And he's like, oh, you're actually like pretty good looking. You should try doing this competition. He's like, you won't win or anything, but you could maybe place. So over in Miami, there was this thing called Fitness and Model Expo. So they would do like different competitions, and there was one like a fitness model. You know, and
Hmm.
this is 2004, three or four, something like that. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna win. Like nobody's gonna work harder than me. Nobody's gonna be better. I'm gonna win. So I went from 240 to like 204.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 5-6% body fat. I mean, I posted some of the videos, but like I went to the show and it was kind of surreal because my buddy Lance, who's on here, Lance Paul, check him out. He's still in Hollywood doing all the things, but like we went together and uh there was just like everybody was focusing on me. It was this weird attention, and I knew like I had it. Anyway, I win,
Hmm.
um, and then there's the Calvin Klein story. We'll tell another time. That's a whole other thing. But Calvin Klein was there, and there was a Steve Bleckman who owned a couple magazines, Fitness RX and Muscular Development, was there, and he was like, "Hey, I want you to be in my magazine." So boom, all of a sudden, flying out to LA, Venice Beach, doing
Awesome.
a magazine shoot, V taper, like wide shoulders, narrow waist. It was a terrible shoot in retrospect, but I got in the magazine. They don't pay you. They don't pay you money. I got $750. It wasn't like it's not all great. And I came back, and then they brought me out again to do the cover. I have the cover in my videos.
Hmm.
Again, $750. But then I moved out to LA for a while and was trying to do acting, modeling. The issue was there was a few issues, right? Number one, I thought I was going to go bald. Didn't happen. I was losing my hair. Number two, I'm too big. So models
You're too
are,
big. You're too
yeah,
tall.
models
Okay.
are 5'11", 6 foot, 170 pounds, right? Uh, Me, like maybe I could get down to 200, but that would be no good. And yes, too tall, right? So like The Rock, Batista.
Right.
I said this last night. They're like big was like Stallone. Like the,
Yeah, he's
the
like
big
five foot
guys
eight.
weren't around, right? The wrestlers
Right.
weren't active. And I didn't have a social media thing. Like I think I have one YouTube video from back then that I've
Hmm.
posted, but like yeah, it was just really hard to get gigs. I did some work, but then I tried to go more commercial, which is
Hmm.
instead of fitness, because I would go to the fitness magazines, and I'm too big for Men's Health. I'm too small for the bodybuilding stuff. I just didn't have a niche. And then even acting, like, it's like Vince Vaughn, right? Like he has tons of talent, but he's so tall. So it's
Yeah.
hard to,
Yep.
oh, what video was, oh, yeah, no, it's, no. So yeah, and then similarly, like I was trying to model and act and all those things, and I did okay, but I was still relying on my parents, and I was tired of going on auditions. I wanted a job that I could be good at and not have to try to get a new job every week. So when I was 25, I just went to the recruiting office, and now here I am.
And now here
Yeah,
you
man.
are.
Now here I am. But I'll say this now with the TikTok,
Hmm.
Instagram baloney, I can model again. I can act. I can write. I can direct.
There
I
you
can
go.
produce. I can do
Yeah,
all
self
the
promote.
things that I
Yep.
don't. I don't need somebody to get. I think I said this last night. I don't need somebody to give me a script. I can write my own stuff. Like I told Joey, um, because we chat, and I've been doing the socials for a lot longer than you guys. So
Hmm.
I have advices on TikTok. But I was like, Joey, man, like as you're sitting around work, start writing notes, start writing stories, jokes, ideas, and
Yep.
have a huge log on your phone. And then, when you go home, you're like, what was I thinking about? And then you go back and you're like, ooh, like for me, I was like, oh, get real, get better. Oh, that's right. Boom. Then you
Yeah.
cut a video real quick and you're done. But
Exactly.
anyway, that's enough about me.
Hey, Nick. While you were telling your story, you want to scroll back up in the question. There's a something that I think you'd be able to answer. Someone's got 4 weeks to lose
Yeah, I
15
just saw
pounds
that to
for
lose 15
special duty
pounds.
assignment because they don't meet their height and weight standards. And I figured you might be
All
a better
right.
person
Let's
to.
see. That's
No sugar, no
E.
grain.
All right.
I'm joking.
Ely. Ely. Is that Ely?
I mean, someone made a joke
Yeah,
out
I
of it
see it. I
with,
just can't. I mean
yeah.
the.
But I mean, I think it probably was. Yep.
You said 3 weeks was 15 pounds. I need more. Hey, if you're in here, you still in here, Ely? I need. Not that this will help, but I need gender, height, weight. Um, I mean, I can give a general thing, and I bet you Deb and Joey know exactly what I'm going to say.
Yep.
No
Sugar, no
sugar,
grain.
Sugar.
no
Yeah, bro.
grain. Okay,
Grain.
Yep.
5819. Okay.
Yep.
Hmm. Is all your weight around the midsection? I'm assuming. Not that that matters. Yeah, no sugar, no grain. Boom, you'll drop 10 pounds in a week. What's up? What's up, Dom? Yeah, so just I'm telling you, cut out. So like sodas, potatoes, French fries, which are potatoes,
Yep.
pasta, rice, quinoa, whatever. Just if anything says sugar, even if it's a so uh shit, Deb, did I give you a list of docs to watch? I don't know. I've been telling so many people. Anyway,
No.
so the the food industry, there are probably like we'll say 65. Yeah, no bread. There are maybe like 65 different sweeteners. Okay, but the FDA only has to classify, we'll say 10 as sugar. So like monk fruit, sugar. But it's not classified as a sugar, so they can put on your packaging zero sugar when there actually is
Oh,
sugar, right?
I had no idea about monk
So
fruits.
your stevia, which is the I'm gonna say 500 times. I
Linda.
think yeah, stevia is like sweeter than sugar.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
And it's going to send you down a spiral. So anyway, you got to watch out for anything with any type of sweetener if you're trying to lose weight, right? If you're already at a balance to where you can sustain and you've lost the weight, you can have, you know, whatever. But if you're trying to lose weight, no sugar, no grain. I wouldn't have like honestly, if I was trying to lose, I wouldn't have any carbs. But that's yeah. I mean, if you want to have a carbonated beverage, maybe you can do like a seltzer,
Seltzer.
um, seltzer water. And that I find like drinking a seltzer now is the same as drinking a Coke. It doesn't taste as good, but you get the same like physical effect. Like if you're eating something salty and you want to have the um, soda. I don't know
I think
why. Like, why is this
I,
comment blocked? 14 years soda's free. Like, I don't know why that's blocked.
hmm.
Anyway,
I
what you got,
think
Joey?
a big thing with it too, like one of the things that I'm learning, like people don't realize how many calories they're actually eating.
Yes,
Yeah.
Um,
agree.
unless you are actually measuring out your food and
Measuring and
properly tracking
weighing.
it.
That's what I've had
Yep.
to learn to do. Yep.
And something as simple as a calorie deficit can help out as well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So we got to be um, calorie deficit. Yes. Don't be.
you,
I'm trying. I'm
you can't
trying.
be
I want to say. I want to say like in certain words
I don't
that I think might get me blocked, but don't be
you
a
don't be
handcuffed.
dumb about it. Yeah.
Right. Don't like sicko is not calorie in, calorie out is not the answer, man.
Yeah.
Not all calories are created the same.
No.
So you got to realize that. And yeah, you can be at a calorie deficit, but like if we're doing calorie things, like uh, one p- 1 pound is approximately 3,500. 1 pound of fat is approximately 3,500 calories. So
Mhm.
that's 500 calories a day for the week. You'll lose 1 pound, right? That's if you want to do calorie in, calorie out, and then you got to figure out what is your resting calorie burn, right? So for me, 6'3", maybe 6'4", 220. I'm about 2,300 calories at rest a day. So chances are you guys are less than that. Um, so I don't know my point, but when I was losing the weight, I was in a calorie deficit. But I don't know if I don't necessarily recommend it because it's a little tough. Anyway,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Did you
See,
go through
Dom knows.
withdrawals from the sugar when you got off the sugar? I had really bad
Um,
headaches when I tried that.
oh no, because I wasn't eating a lot of sugar anyway. I'm more of a salty type
Mm,
guy. I'm
yeah,
like a Pringles, Lay's
that's my
potato
husband.
chips.
Yeah, he's the
Like
salty on
that's
sweet.
pretzels. Like I found these pretzels one time in Norfolk. and they were like ultra salted, and they were like too salty, but
Yeah.
I still made it. Hold on. Oh, wait. We're still talking about this. So also, what I mean, diet number one. Okay. Number two, you got to go to the gym, man. I'm not going to tell you to get 10,000 steps. You can see my video on 10,000 steps, but you got to work out, and it doesn't matter what you're doing, right? So clearly,
Thank you,
you're
Will. Thank you,
not
Will.
you're not in you're not in shape, right? Like it is what it is. So you don't need to listen to what I'm saying about chest, back, or legs, chest, back, legs, shoulders, arms. Like you don't need to do that. You can do a total body workout. You can do pushes and pulls. You can do the kettlebells. You can do the hit. You can do the stuff Joey's doing because you're just trying to get started, right? A lot of things I talk about when I'm talking about bodybuilding and fitness is for people that are already there, right?
Hmm.
And trying to sculpt, if you will. But if you're starting, yes, absolutely. Do a full body workout. Like it's great. It's a great thing. You know, I mean, I don't recommend CrossFit, but anything that gets you in to the gym is worth it. You know,
Well,
Pilates,
and
yoga, whatever.
so
Joey, go.
so you bring up, I think, a real good point, but you kind of went around it like a different way than I would approach it. Because not everyone's going to like your style of workout. Not everyone's going to like my
Hmm.
style of workout. They're all going to have their individual ways that they want to work out. And as long as you're doing something that you like, moving is moving, and you're still
Exactly.
going to,
Yep.
and that's going to be your building block. So go with it, man.
There's
So,
some lady on here, I think she's lost like 200 pounds or something like that. She
oh,
said
wow.
she started dancing in her kitchen. She said she'd be cooking dinner for the kids and she'd start dancing in the kitchen to start moving her body. Now she goes to the gym religiously, but she looks really good. But yeah, she said I just started moving, dancing in the kitchen because, she was too embarrassed to go to a gym at that weight. And so she put herself on a calorie deficit and lost some weight. And then she got confident enough to go to the gym. But she's real
That's
inspirational.
that's the other thing, man. Like people, this is not going to be humble. People like me need to go to people like her while they're in the gym and be
Mm-hmm.
encouraging, not like it's going to seem condescending. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
nice, Rosalina. Good weight
Yeah,
drop.
good job. Yeah.
Or not Rosalina, Rosina, Rosina.
Rosina.
Like and be encouraging. Like that's why I'm good. Like I put in my videos, but I am going up to people and I'm talking to them and I'm telling them. I message people on Instagram and on TikTok all the time when I see them with they're doing fitness posts and I'll look at their followers. If they have a ton of followers, I don't mess with them. But if they're under like 1,000 or under 2,000, I'll just say, hey, we have a great support team, no money, come join us. And it's been working.
That's how
Um,
I started with you. I think you were playing a video game one day and you were answering questions, and I started asking you
yeah.
questions, and you were so sweet. You were like, "Well, do this, do that," and I was like, "I can only lift like 15 pounds," and you were like, "15 pounds is better than nothing." No, you were very encouraging. Yeah.
Well, that's my, I've changed physically, but mentally, I've been the same the whole time. So
Don't you
that's
think
why.
also you kind of need to know what type your body is? Like I'm an endomorph. I'm very soft and round, and I've had to learn like what exercise works with that. And
Oh
with
God,
me,
great point, Deb.
hey, it took me a while to get there though, because I was always trying all these fad diets and I was trying all these different things. And last year, when I always say I stepped out of my comfort zone and I started going to that 5 a.m. workout class, and it was just a 30-minute circuit class. And I was
Joe, are you laughing,
dropping the
man?
weight, dropping the
I,
weight. But
I'm
I
not.
figured out what worked for me.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm not laughing at Deb. Deb, that's
I know what you're laughing
sorry.
at,
Yeah, I'm laughing at
Joey.
that
Joey,
comment.
you should have seen. Anyway, Deb. Yeah. So the
Yes.
endomorph, ectomorph, what's the other one? Mesomorph.
Hmm.
There are like three body types, and then you can be a mixture of the three. So yeah, you have to figure out what you are and how that works for your build, right? Like what's a good way to do this? Like maybe I think like basketball players, right? Like I don't know. Like, no, you guys are into basketball players. We say Sean Bradley. Who knows who Sean Bradley is? Nobody. Okay. Yao Ming? I don't know. But yeah, if you're 7 feet tall, you're not going to train like someone that's 5'4" and built like a brick house.
Right.
You're going to train differently. So you got to know your body type. But to Joey, you should have seen my lives 4 months ago.
Yeah.
This stuff is nothing. It was insane. It's crazy. I mean, I kind of fed into it, but
I mean, yeah.
thanks to the roses. Yeah. So yeah, Joey said, just move, get out there, do it. That's the hardest part. What do they say? The heaviest weight is the door to the gym. That's what they
Yeah,
say.
Joey's killing it.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Don't
I'm
cut
very
that
proud of
belt,
you. You're
man.
really doing good. In just a few weeks I've been following you, I'm like, wow, you're doing
Appreciate
good.
that. Thank you, Deb. Appreciate
Yep.
it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna cut the belt. I'm gonna hang on to that belt, and that might be a weekly thing. Just a belt check.
Yeah. So I will say this. So you're losing the weight. Don't buy new clothes just yet, man. Just deal with the loose
No,
pants
yeah,
for a while, and then get some new pants. Because I bought clothes like in the downward weight loss, and they don't fit. So it kind of sucks. Then you spend $100 on a pair of jeans. And Penny, would you stop here? Come on, people want to see you. Come on. So what you got? Watch or anything?
no. So today I was just duty exec and managing my guys that were on watch
Come on,
throughout the
dude.
day. But yeah, no. So you were asking me earlier if I was section leader. So on bigger ships, especially here in Norfolk, they don't expect the chiefs, the E7s, to stand section leader. They usually have the E8s or senior chiefs do it. But
You got a
on my
not? What do
small,
you got? What do you got? 4 or 5? I mean, the top snipe can't be standing section leader.
no, no, no. But if so, I'm on LHD. We have right now
I
over
thought you were on a
a
cruiser. Why
hundred.
am I thinking you're on a cruiser,
So
man?
I was on a cruiser. I
Okay.
and when I was on a cruise, I yes, 100% was a section leader. Um,
Okay.
but right now we're like over 100 chiefs in the mess right now total. Chiefs, senior chiefs, master chiefs.
Which
Um,
which one are you on?
the baton, LHD.
Yeah, were you with? Did I ask you if you were with Mimi, ITCM, Wolf?
I
Was she
no,
on
I
the
don't.
baton? No, probably not. She might
Yeah,
have already transferred.
yeah.
Dang,
But
man. LSD life? You must have tons of
LHD,
sailors to deal with. Holy crap.
yes. Well, even though we're only because we're in the yards, we're only 80% man right now, but we still have 960
Good
on
night.
the books.
Hey, everybody.
So
Yeah, but still, man, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Is your relief picked out yet, or?
yeah, so that's keep calm. My detailer are sick of hearing from me. My relief already has their hard copy orders. Oh,
Money,
nice.
money.
Uh,
Thanks, Will.
but,
Hey,
but
Danielle.
the
Okay, okay, go.
the relief isn't supposed to be here till September. I'm still waiting for my hard copy orders. They're just in costing because moving a family of five
Yep.
across the country, and I already I could see with my level of access, I can see how much it's going to cost. So I understand why I haven't got my hard copy orders yet because they're still waiting for the funding for the months of June and July to drop it.
Right.
It's just frustrating.
Yeah, I check. I'm doing great. Lene. Sorry, guys, I can't read. Lene, how are you? I've been selected for orders for months,
Yep.
and they had talked about moving me 6 months early,
Yeah.
and in which I was like, yes, please get me out of here.
Yeah.
Which now I'm not like that because it's just ridiculous. Because I want to be there in September. Because I think honestly, I think I'm going to be number one, especially after this senior
Yeah, of
enlisted
course.
thing. Like I think I'll at least be top three. Like there's no because people are transferring that had the top spots, and you know how it goes. Like people move, and then like
Oh,
getting me
Jenny.
fucking flustered, dude. They like getting me fucking flustered. So yeah, I want to stay in September, get another good eval. I mean, hopefully I get screened this year and it doesn't matter. But if I don't, yeah, Jenny, how about you tap the screen? How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, Pete. Um, no, but hopefully I get screened and it doesn't matter. But if I don't get screened, why not? Because I still got 2 years left. I might as well try to make eight. Not for any reason. I'm tired of being a seven. Just so tired of it.
That's
Like
fair.
being chief is fine, but they're telling me to do things that first, second years are doing. Like, oh, you need
Oh,
to do
that
this, you need to do that. Oh, help out here. I'm like, no, man. I've been doing this a long time, and I
yeah.
don't need to do this, that, and the other.
I was gonna
Um,
say,
yeah, I mean, I'm the VP of the CPOA. Not a big deal. But I just did that because I'm trying to. I got a lot of. I don't know when you mean. I don't mean to offend anybody. Like it's like 2021 Chiefs. Like they're just a little different for some reason, um, and they're so new. And a lot of Chiefs I have, it's their first mess, so they don't really know how to. I shave daily, depending on if I'm at work or not. If I don't have to work, I don't shave, but I'll do it electron or with an electric razor. But it's their first mess, so they don't they don't know how to do any. They don't know how to operate in a mess. This is my fifth mess, so like
yeah,
I know how the chief mess works. Like I know better than my senior enlisted leader. Like I got to give
yep,
him guidance because he's been in what, two messes. This is his third mess. Like you make a lot of these guys make chief, and then they're on the same ship for the next 4 years, and all
yep,
they know is one dichotomy. And no, man, shit's different across the fleet.
yeah, 100%. Even from ship to ship in the same region. So, like, I was on the cruiser San Jacinto. That's where I picked up Chief, and I was part of her decommissioning crew, which is why I'm on the baton right now. And
Oh,
so it was interesting to see that shift, going from like a 25 man chief mess to fucking like 120 at the
right,
time.
dude. Did
So
we
that
talk
and
about? I decom Quay City,
oh, did you?
kind of. Well, I put her into SLEP,
Ah,
and then she decom. But I also put Whidbey Island into decom. I
so
was the
get
decom coordinator. I did
I
both those.
get
This is super exciting talk, guys.
yes, it is super exciting. We appreciate it. So get this. I'm gonna lay out my super weird career. All right.
Okay.
First ship, USS Dubuque LPD-8 in San Diego, was on her for was on her for about a year, and then part of her decommissioning crew. Slipped over to the USS Peleliu LHA-5 for the remainder of my sea time, but it also lined up that she was decommissioning, so that second ship decommissioned. Did my one and only shore tour, which wasn't really a shore tour. I can talk about that later. Um, went to that's when I went to Hawaii after that. USS John Paul Jones, DEG 53. That's where I picked up first class and NC. Cross deck to USS William P. Lawrence, DEG 110. Um, did back to back C is when I went to San Jacinto, picked up
Mm.
Chief, decommissioned that ship. Now I'm on the baton. So a lot of bouncing around between commands. But
Yeah. So that's like the same exact thing happened to me on Hawaii City. So we put her in SLEP, and I was going to be a part of the SLEP crew,
yep.
and because it was an FC1 billet, and they were like, "Well, there's no FC1. We'll have you do it." Thank you for the heart as a chief, right? And then
Yep.
one of my sailors made FC2. She's now a chief. What's up, Smith? But they were like, "Oh, we'll have her fill it and not you." But the problem was, my wife at the time had already applied to ODU.
Mhm.
Hey, had already applied to ODU for graduate school, so
Yeah.
she would plan on going to Norfolk, and I was like, "Listen, I got to go to Norfolk." Like, I got to support my wife, all this stuff. So that's when they found LSD 41, Whidbey Island. And I went to the Whidbey Island. Lo and behold, that MFR was on SLEP 2, which actually ended up being decom, which
Yep.
kind of worked out because on the cruiser, I got my ass kicked as a chief, peed all the way out, like bottom. But then when I went to the LSD, I got number one, and I was kicking ass. Same personality, same mentality. It's just that the COs were kind of different, right? Because they'll think I, I I joke around too much or I'm not serious. Like
Yeah.
I get shit done. I don't have a wife anymore. Okay, I had one. I deleted her from NSIPs. Thank you. Um, but that was cool, man. Like you go when you take your divorce paperwork in, they go into NSIPs and it says like
Yep.
delete.
Yep.
That's funny. But
LSD landing support dock.
oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
amphibious ship, so they do hovercrafts. They'll take the Marines around. So basically, like, uh, I mean, think Saving Private Ryan, although those were all Army boats. It's kind of a similar thing, right? So if we're gonna do a ground assault, the amphibious ship will take Marine tanks, all that stuff, close enough to where they can get to the beach and kick ass. So, yeah. It is weird though how it's LSD and it's landing
Yep.
dock ship or
Yep.
DDG,
Yep.
guided missile destroyer.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, then I went to the LSD. I did really well, and when they were going to decom, I said, yo, let me be the decom coordinator because I knew exactly how all that stuff works, like inact ships, how the space is going to be closed out,
Yep.
all those things. I knew it all, and I did really well. And then I came over here, tech rep, no sailors, no leadership, like just
Oh yeah.
like you would think that's like the greatest thing ever, and um, it kind of was for a while. But now that I do have a division and I have sailors again, it's so much better, man. Like leading sailors
Yeah.
is perfect. What's explode? Oh, how can I say this? Well, there's no I. It's ordnance, but basically, like, see, these words are flagged on here, so
Yep.
like, ammunition,
Make things
uh,
go boom.
yeah, artillery, things like that is explosive ordnance.
Yep.
Ordnance.
Yep.
Very, very important to the military.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Hey, 10K again. We get 10K
Hey.
yesterday. We get 10K today. Woo woo.
Ah,
8675309.
just talking about Jenny.
Yeah. That's not 867. That
Yep.
was our code to combat was
Oh my God.
5309. Yeah. It's funny. But that was on the destroyer a long time ago.
Yeah. Hopefully they've changed it since then.
I'm sure every code to every mess is 1893. So
Oh yeah.
that's why I tell the sailors, I'm like, hey, if you're trying to get into the mess, it's probably 1893.
Yep.
Just give it a shot.
Yep.
Dude, I had a so when I'm in chief, I was really good at the how long you been in the Navy. I was very charismatic about that stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, but a guy, he gave me I think it was a nickel, but he was like, hey, here, this is for you, right? It was a nickel, and he's like, do you know why that's significant? It was minted in 1893.
Oh
So I had
wow.
my yeah, so I had my dad because he does coins give me a bunch of 1893 coins. So I don't know where they're at, but I have them, and sometimes I give them out to new chefs. Although I haven't had any that are really deserving. Oh, dude, I think they're gonna put the season on me, man.
Oof.
I'm like, oh no, I did it once
Yeah.
back in like 2022. I was the lead, but we didn't make any chiefs.
Oh no.
Yeah, so like I set it all up. What's up, Valerie? I don't know who you are, but what's up?
Valerie.
I'm assuming she's a chef by saying what's up, bros.
Yeah, that's my year, class 129. So
Anysailor.com. What is that? Yeah, we'll throw you a follow. You seem like a chef.
yeah, why not?
I mean, maybe she. I am 6'3", 7/8". Depends on my shoes. I think I'm gonna get those shoes with the lift, so I can be 6'7". No. Um.
There we
Oh,
go. Yep.
Valerie, you want to come in? I'll invite you. You can chop it up. A couple
Yeah.
LDO Mustang. Hell yeah. We'll see before I invite her last time. Whoa! Oh no, this guy's coming in for sure. Here we go. That's my bro. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right, we are doing this, man. This is awesome.
What's up, man?
Hey, there we go. So Lux Cornbread was an IT1 on Sequoia
Doing
City, right? Yeah.
Yeah, wait,
Hey
City.
Val. Um, he's now a chief. Clearly, were you in Mayport still?
Yeah, yeah, ATG.
Not bad, not bad.
Scrub.
It's hard
Um,
out there. Somebody's got to do it.
no, man, I've been talking with Joey, aka Fat Chief, about fitness stuff and transformation. I think that Deluxe had similar. Um, I mean, you didn't get like overweight or anything. You were just trying to get back into shape, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So he's been. I think you were one of the first people that reached out to me and was like, "Hey, man, what are you doing? How can you help me?
yes.
What's going on?" And then what did you do?
I tried the carnivore diet for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That was
All right.
it was interesting. It worked. It just it wasn't a really fulfilling diet. It's a lifestyle adjustment because you
Yep.
can't you've got those restrictions. You know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
then you told me about the no sugar, no grain. I forgot who you got it from.
Boom. Vinny
Uh,
Tortorich. Anybody in my chat? Anybody in the live? Vinny Tortorich is the guy to listen to. I don't know if he brainwashed me, but I'm telling you, he knows what's going on. Anyway, continue.
yeah, so I'm gonna roll with the no sugar, no grain for a while because it is overall I just feel like it's healthier, it's easier to keep up with, and you pretty much you have a little bit more freedom. It's not as restrictive.
Yeah, I think my exact words to him, I said, dude, carnivore, you just can't sustain it. It's so hard to sustain a carnivore diet. It sounds
Yep.
great, it looks sexy, but you need what was that? You need a crunch, right? I think
Yeah, it was
those
a
are my
crunch. The only
exact
time I
words.
got a crunch was bacon and when I overcooked some salmon.
Yeah, like you need that texture when you're eating something. So like carrots, celery, whatever. Frying something up, maybe some. I don't know if you guys want to eat spam, but if you fry up some spam, it's pretty good.
Hey man,
Um,
spam's delicious with some eggs, or you ever in
oh
Hawaii, you
yeah,
get some spam
love it.
musubi. It's,
All right, okay. So
it
we got
slaps.
another new person here. Val, what's your deal?
Okay. I've been in for 20 years, and I mean, I'm a lot like Fat Chief. I've always kind of struggled with the rope and choke. I mean,
Yeah,
being 6 foot tall female, it's not easy. So
Mm.
yeah. I
definitely
mean, that's why.
feel
I
feel
mean,
pain.
just popped in. I said it. Fiber. You don't need fiber. Your intestine naturally scrubs its layers out. Fiber's bullshit. Anyway.
Yeah.
Um. Uh. Yeah. It was fun. I found Joey. I don't know if you were in here when you came in, but like I found him and I saw
Mhm.
what he was doing, and I saw he started on January 6th, and I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
like this is a chief, and this is exactly what I'm talking about: holding each
Yep.
other accountable, helping each other out. And so I messaged him, and I'm sure I don't know what you were thinking, Joey, when I messaged you. You're probably like, who's this? Who's this fucking asshole or whatever? But yeah, we started up a thing, and we're working at it. And fucking
Cool.
welcome to hang out and join the team. What's your rate?
I'm an aircraft electrician.
Oof.
AE.
AE, right?
Okay, we're surface guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
No,
probably
don't worry.
upset you to tell you I've never actually been on
I
a
got the
boat.
air warfare too. Don't worry, I'm good.
Oh, you elitists with your air warfare. Me and my one pin. Oh my god.
It's
Yeah,
all
I'm,
good.
I'm
I used to
actually
be an
overseas
AT
right
back in the
now.
day.
Oh, where you at?
I can't really tell you.
Okay, don't.
Yeah,
Especially on TikTok. Okay, overseas sounds good.
yeah.
Um,
You can tell my lovely accommodations though.
Oh
uh,
yeah.
well,
Yep.
you're getting paid though, I bet.
Oh yeah, whopping $3.50 a day.
What?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh God.
it's tax free at
It's
least.
it's like robbery that what they're doing to us, man. Like
Yep.
you
Yeah.
used to get when I was in Japan, we used to get like for uh, per diem. It used to be like a commercial rate, and then they went to a different rate, so they chopped it in almost like in half.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the other location that's going to be like 160 something bucks a day. So
Ooh.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, I was telling them I'm going to Bahrain at some point, and I hear that's pretty sweet monies.
Oh, Manama.
I don't. I mean, I
I
guess.
think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I've always pronounced it Manama, but yeah.
Well, you
What?
hear about Bahrain? There's two locations. Make sure you look up.
Oh,
Because
wherever the
there's
ships are. That's
okay,
what I'll
okay,
do.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's two locations. One location's 350 a day.
That's probably
Just
And
not where
saying.
I'll be. Jeez, that's why it's good because I'm at yeah I'll be at 18 when I get there. So my last 2 years or so
Yeah.
trying to save up.
yeah, until you put on that star.
Dude, bro, they ain't starring me up, man. I'm telling you, I'm blackballed. I got blackballed a long time ago.
Oh,
I
okay.
like you. It's a well,
Don't
who
do it.
Look,
knows?
You got remember you got the little band last
we are
time.
in a different navy right now. Just this past year, there was MAC from that was on San Jacinto with me. Kind of the same thing. Like he had been a chief for fucking 9 years. He was getting ready to retire. Then all of a sudden, they just give him the star, man. I'm telling you, the Navy is grasping at straws. Not to say
Dude,
that, just saying.
Deluxe has been with me, and he's watched people that were chiefs with me make senior chief, master chief, and retire in my time as the
Yes.
chief, man. Like, yeah. I mean, it could be all
Yeah.
the P's, but you
Yeah,
would think those would drop off.
I'm just
They
saying, never
don't.
say never, man. Like it could
Yeah.
happen.
I know. Being a big baby.
You are.
What else? What's going on? What's going on? Here, talk so much yourselves. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh man.
Well, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Freaking Nick.
Right.
I'm the only one in this chat that's not in the Navy.
How many of y'all know about Nick's previous career?
Yeah, he just talked about that earlier.
Yeah, he was
Did he
talking a
tell you
little bit
about his
about that.
movie?
No.
No, he didn't go into the movie. He just went into the
Oh,
modeling. He did say he did some acting.
so he was in one of the Bring It On movies.
Was
Oh,
he?
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, I've been searching for it so I can get him to sign the cover of it.
Ah,
I'm pretty sure he'll. He's. I think he's proud of it, but I think he was like one of the cheerleader handler guys. I don't know what you call him.
I mean, I
let's
think they're
see.
still cheerleaders, or I guess I don't know.
My teenage daughters loved those movies when they
Oh
were
yeah.
out.
Yeah, he was a cheerleader. Yeah.
you guys figure something out?
Oh
Did you
yeah, we
wash your
did.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
hands?
gone. The awkward
yeah.
pause.
We're talking about you,
Yeah.
Mister Cheerleader.
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny? I actually bought the movie Bring It On and Win It today because
Yeah.
I bought it on Amazon, and you can't screen record Amazon because I was trying to find my scene, and I did, but
Yeah.
you can't really see my face. But it's definitely me.
If your name's in the creds, dude, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, so you probably yeah. I did Bring It On, Big Stan, 40-Year-Old Virgin, just but background work. If you watch 40-Year-Old Virgin when they're in the Benihana and they're singing Happy Birthday to Steve Carell, I'm in that. They open up on my face, a much younger face, but
Yeah.
I'm in there. It was funny when I was doing the movie, right? I was like, because Seth Rogen's in it, um, Paul Rudd, and I'm like, how is Seth Rogen? Like, why is he got this role? He's a dud, right? Like, he's nothing. Clearly, he's super talented and very funny. That's
Yeah.
why he had the role. But at the time, I was like, and I didn't know who Steve Carell was, right? He was just off of The Daily Show. He
Yep.
wasn't The Office yet. But that dude, I'm telling you, man, so I'm sitting there and I'm like fake eating food. It's real food, but you got to like you pantomime and fake talking to the person next to you because you don't actually talk because your voice will carry and the mic will pick it up. So you fake it.
Yep.
And he was so funny, man. He's just like bam, 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 bam. Like it's so hard not to laugh, but he was great. That's what I remember. I did the wedding scene too. I don't know if I got cut from that or if I was in it, but the only reason that I get, hey, what's up, Breedy? The only reason I get residuals from Bring It On is because I was there. So my buddy Tony G, he's on here. He's a choreographer. Follow him. He does choreography for everybody, but he does all the cheerleading movies. He does The Masked Singer. Blah blah blah. Good friend of mine. He was like, "Hey man, I'm going to bring you out to Orlando to be my personal assistant, and Universal will pay you, not Universal like the theme park, Universal the film studio, will pay you like $250 a day for a month." And I was like, because all I was doing is like grab him coffee or do whatever, hang out pretty much. Basically, he brought me to hang out. And I was like, okay. And one of his cheerleaders was being kind of I don't know, obstinate or a punk or something. So we fired him. He's like, get out. You're done. He goes, Nick, I need you to do this dance. And I'm like, a dance? Me? I'm not, no way. So I had to do it wasn't quite 16. It was like an 8.5 count dance I had to do. But when you're in the movie, there's like two ways to get into SAG. Like you can have I think they call it like an under five or something. Basically, you get a certain amount of words, speech that you put
Mm-hmm.
on the movie, or you do a physical thing. So since I danced, that counted as, hey Dan, oh we gotta bring Dan in here, my favorite ops. Oh wait, we don't have any room. Wait, do we have room?
Oh,
Can I get room
I
right
could
now?
drop out if you want to put him
I'm
in.
gonna hop
No.
out because it's past my
Okay.
bedtime, guys.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Y'all have a good
It's
night.
probably bedtime for him
All right,
too.
Talk to you later. Bye,
All
guys.
right. Have a good
But
night.
um, shit, where was I? Anywho, yeah, so I had to dance. So then I got sagged, and now I get 25 cents a quarter. But yeah, I don't know the whole point. I kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, so yeah, I was in that movie. Oh, the other cool thing that happened was while I was there doing the Universal thing, getting paid to be his assistant, he
Yeah.
also basically in the East, in the Far East, they want Western looking folks to be in their commercials. So they want essentially, like European guys. So they were looking for someone that looked like me and essentially just like a hookup. I didn't have to audition or anything, just send some pictures and they're like, yeah, we'll take them. So I went to, I don't know if it was Singapore or China. One or the other. Singapore, China. Um, we'll say Singapore. So I went to Singapore and I did a Maybelline commercial while I was getting paid to be in Orlando. I was in Singapore getting paid $500 a day to do a commercial shoot for a week, um, where it was like basically, you ever seen that? Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the super hot girl drives by, and I was like a firefighter, I was a cop, I was a pretzel vendor, basically just different outfits. And then they would drive by and they would look at me, and I would look at them. And that was a commercial that I cannot find, unfortunately. It's like nowhere on the internet. But yeah, I'm all
It's
out of
kind of
steam.
cool.
Yeah, it was definitely a unique life
Oh, I
before
bet.
I put on the stars and bars for sure. So Deluxe, how much longer you got?
Year and a half.
And then
Nice.
what? You're doing that. I thought, when I saw you posting that stuff about your homestead, I thought you were out.
Oh no, I'm getting it ready.
Ah,
Yeah, like last week they just finished clearing out the home site and thinning the timber.
so that's in Florida?
Oh, that's in Bama.
Oh, what's up, pal? Sure likes. Is that where you're gonna retire at?
Yeah, yeah, that's the plan.
Are you
So
still
what part
making
of
those
Alabama?
shirts?
No, not right now, nah.
Dude, I need some shirts.
Gotta
Some
roll with
uniform.
Sophie.
What happened with that? I remember. I mean, I guess that was damn, fucking
I
7 years
know
ago
we're getting
now. But
old. Time's flying by.
yeah,
I couldn't get what I wanted as far as the right shirt. It
yeah,
costs a lot to make a shirt. I know it sounds silly, but to get
Yeah.
a custom shirt made, like with the stitching where you want it in the right size, like they
yeah,
want to charge per I think they call them templates, but like one t-shirt is like a couple different cuts put together. It's like maybe five or six. I can't remember.
uh, hey, pal, we're talking. So welcome to the chat. We got a couple military chiefs in here. We're talking fitness, weight loss. Essentially, I went through a weight loss journey over this last year. I have a history of fitness and all the things. So I found Joey, who's Fat Chief, and he's currently on a weight loss journey. So we're kind of meeting up once a week for accountability to see how he's doing. Um, and if he has any questions about things, I answer in the group so everybody hears. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Because uh, Chiefs, I'm familiar with the military, we're like a fraternity, and we support each other and we help each other out, no matter what the need, what the cost. And when I saw him, I was like, dude, I'm your guy. So he's doing great. Anyway, I don't make you feel
Appreciate it,
awkward,
man.
dude.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, you should check him out, follow him, watch his videos. He's got this cool belt videos. Like I love the videos to where like you show the pants.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll do one soon. But like it just sucks there's no notches on that belt because I don't want to say
Yeah.
it 'cause it's too close,
It's like a
but
web belt. Yeah.
yeah, web belt. That's a good way to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't really tell, but we'll say like four notches or so are down on the belt. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
What about your coveralls, dude? How's that going?
They're definitely getting a little looser. I don't necessarily have any.
Oh, Hugh, you want to drop? Hugh, you want to jump in, brother? It's my DC1.
Nice.
He's probably faded as okay. He's like, no, I'll watch. All right. Well, thanks. You can like it. Oh, by the way, Hugh got click my link for Bucked Up, save 20% on his stuff.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks, Hugh. Hugh got mad at me today, man. He was so mad. Because we have like on Fridays, not today, yesterday, we have civilian clothes shit. So like it's permission to wear civilian clothes during the workday.
Yep.
But the message got, we'll say, crossed to whether it was allowed or not during the inspection. I had said no, but then they mom and popped me. And everybody in the last minute was like, crap, I don't even know if I can. It's on my Smith. It's on my page. I don't know if I can get at it right now. But they were like last minute. People are like, "Oh, I only brought my civvies. I don't know how to. I don't have my uniform." And I said, "Well, take your ass home and get your uniform and come back." Like, "Oh, you want me to drive half hour?" Yeah, I do. Don't worry about being late. Just go get it. Yeah. Anyway, we do have civvies, which is pretty cool. Ninja, SC. I don't. Hold on. You got chit chat for a second. I want to see if I can get my code here.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm mildly distracted. I got one of my good friends. He's also class 129. But he's on essentially his first ship like ever actually being on a ship and chat with him, and he's just frustrated. He's having a hard time with life right now and his
Ooh,
JOs, and
That's got to be
so
a big
he's
adjustment.
he's a chief.
like yeah, yeah. He doesn't really do like the TikTok. Like I'm chatting with him on Messenger right now because like he's giving me like this whole story. And I'm just trying to calm him down right now. So
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
I
I've heard horror stories about the carriers.
oh, no, so he's on he's on the Bainbridge right now.
oof.
So yeah, they're going through InServ and like he's never gone through that kind of thing. So he's
Oh,
just and
dude,
He's
Inserv.
a IT, so he's going through that
Well, that's,
ringer, and
Deluxe is an IT.
I know.
What you got,
So
dude? I tell you, my first Inserv on Hawaii City, I got crushed, annihilated. Like I didn't know
yeah,
what was going on. My second one on the LSD, killed it. I've been an in-serve inspector. Like
yeah,
I know how this stuff goes now, but at the time, dude, advice: water off a duck's back, dude. Just
yep,
Oh yeah.
let it come at you, and just you'll survive. I just failed at the rehab inspection. I got not effective. Do
yep,
did I like stress about it? Did I cry about it? No, man. Like I'll fix it. Get real, get better, fix it.
yep.
But I mean, if he, depending on how new he is, it might be a little hard to have that mentality.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So is like insert the pre-inspection, or is it like the final one?
It's the final. It's a go no go criteria as is.
Yep.
I don't know what your inspection would be, but
So
the
like,
air side's so much tighter than the surface side.
yeah,
Like,
so we have like a what they call it MPA, which is where the wing comes, and then the AMI is like the big inspection.
it's probably like
So the
AMI.
MPA,
Yeah, I say AMI.
so the MPA is where they come and they'll fuck you up,
Yeah,
and where
like
you fix everything. That way, when the AMI comes, it's more of a walkthrough type thing.
yeah, InServ, it's not like they don't come beforehand and inspect stuff. Say, okay, here's your things. We'll be back in 6 months. Make sure you fix it. No, they just, and now it's no notice.
Oh
So they
wow.
say. I mean, it's like 2 week notice, but no notice. And then they just hammer you. But when you realize that your equipment can work for 7 months, and then on the eighth month, you have InServ and you have a short, or
Yep.
something breaks, malfunctions,
Yeah.
and they see it as is, then you realize like, why stress it?
Yeah, it's
You
just
have no
timing.
idea what's going to happen. I did on Hue City. We did Ready 6, Ready 7. I shot 278 rounds downrange out of both 5-inch cannons for Naval Surface Fire Support, NSFS. And then when INSERV comes around, I have a misfire.
Oof.
Zero. Boom. Down. Out. Done. Right. So like the inspector had seen me fire many, many times, but because it was during in-serve, I had a misfire, fail, right? So that's kind of what happens. And once you realize that's the thing that happens, you can, you know, deal with it a little better. Anyway, if you want sweet shirts like this, click my code.
There you go.
I love this shirt. Dude, I think I got 4 shirts and some pants coming. I think on the 10th, and I'll do another try on. But they have, what's up, Indian and Gal? The cool thing about the bucked up thing is I can click my own code, buy stuff, get the discount, and get the commission.
Nice.
It's crazy. So I'm gaming the whole system.
What kind of material is that shirt?
You trying to get me to take my shirt off, brother?
No, I might buy one, dog.
Um, I don't know. I don't.
Is it like
I mean,
stretchy?
it's like Under Armour dry fit.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, here we go. 85 polyester, 15 spandex.
Okay.
Made in. Well, I'm not gonna say where it's made. Let's
Made
not
in
worry about
heaven.
that. Let's not worry about that. All bucked up with all their American stuff. Let's not worry about where it's made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. Oh man. What are you guys doing tomorrow for the Super Bowl? Not Cambodia.
Working.
Probably just hanging out with my friends, working on not stuffing my face too much with
Oh,
wings and pizza. You know, I've been thinking about it the last like 3 or 4 days. Like, crap. Like,
I
so
think I don't think you should worry about it, man.
yeah.
I think
I
like the Super Bowl, like just live it, man. Live it and then get back to it on Monday. Like
Yeah,
one day is
exactly.
not
Like,
gonna destroy your progress.
for sure. I just don't want it like I know
Thanks.
that I'm gonna overeat. I just don't want to like go so far beyond that. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean if you stick to the chicken wings, hopefully they're not breaded and you could do that. I mean the pizza, ooh,
Yeah.
but like just don't drink your calories and just eat and I think you'll be fine, man. Don't stress it. Don't like I said over Thanksgiving. Don't be like when you're in an environment of like a holiday or an event, a celebration. You don't have to be weird carnivore, no sugar, no grain guy. Like
Yeah.
just eat modestly, but enjoy it. Like don't like suffer because like, have fun.
Yeah, for sure. No, I plan on having fun.
Yeah,
It's hard to, I don't know. I know you've been through it, but it's like hard to explain because like you know that you can't just be consistent 100% of the time and that you're gonna have slip ups, but
absolutely.
then you get to that point where you obsess like, oh, all right, I know I'm gonna slip up, but how far beyond that line am I gonna go, type of
Yeah,
thing.
you don't
So
want
Right.
it to be like a gateway.
yep,
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. You're trying to make it sustainable.
yep,
Yeah.
I know. I know. Since I've been out on the road the last couple of months, I've dropped probably about 25 pounds, and
Mm.
the only thing that I've changed was I stopped eating uh, about 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours before I went to bed,
yeah.
and that
Also a
was
good
the only thing
strategy.
that.
Yeah, the times of eating is I mean, I don't probably important. You probably don't want to eat a lot before you go to bed because your metabolism is going to slow down, your heart rate's going to go down, you're going to be sleeping. So probably not the best to eat too soon before bed.
But
Yeah.
also too, like if you, I think that's a lot of the times where we'll do like our snacking. So if you're cutting out that, that's probably what it is. You know, you're just cutting out that evening
Yep.
snacking. So
Yep. Oh boy, I
Yeah,
mean,
because I noticed I was doing a lot of like boredom and stress snacking and stuff in the evenings right before bed.
Yep.
Yeah, I made a meme. You're not hungry. You're bored.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all it is. Like we all did when we were kids. You walk up to the fridge, you open it, you look at it, and you're not hungry, but you're just looking at it, and your dad's like, "Hey, if you're gonna open the fridge, grab something." And you're like, "Dang it,
Yep.
close it." Like we all know that feeling.
That's my dang
Um,
8-year-old right now.
Man, I used to. My parents worked when I was a kid. They were never home, so I used to have to like climb up on the cabinets and grab stuff. And I told my mom that when I was home recently, and she was like, "Are you calling me a bad mom? Like I wasn't there. Like she was on the verge of tears." I'm like, "No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you guys were working, supporting my sister
Yep.
and I just had to fend for myself sometimes. Like dude, I don't know. What do you think? To wrap it up, let me play some more
Yeah.
rivals. Yeah, you gotta
Oh
talk to
my
your buddy,
goodness, you
man.
play Rivals.
Yeah, dude, get on. Let's
I
go.
can't do it, man. I can't with the Rivals. I just
Why?
want a Fortnite.
Oh, do I have you on PlayStation?
You should. It's deluxe cornbread on everything.
Squirrel Girl. Hey, if you guys wanna add me on PS5, this is probably a bad idea, but FC Auger, FCAUGER. I'm gonna change it to Big Chief Nick soon enough. I just haven't done it yet. FC, which is my rate, so super corny name, but FC
It's
Auger.
motivated.
Yeah, I'm a motivated chief, brother.
That's what I'm talking about. Soon to be senior chief, right?
Dude, remember? Hey,
That's right.
remember how fat I was when I came to your Sale of the Year board? Was that no? That wasn't yours.
Yeah, it
No, you
was.
were there. It wasn't. I wasn't there for you. I was there for.
No, we both know you were there for me. You just happened
Oh, I
to.
went. So I was LLD because I hurt my shoulder, and I was there for my HM1. Ray, she's a chief now. She's an
It was a.
HMC.
Yeah, I think she. Yeah, it was an
She made
HM1.
chief eventually.
Yeah,
But he was there from Mayport as a representative down there, and I saw him. I was like, oh my God, what's up, dude? But yo, I thought I was going to have to wear my whites. They didn't fit, man. That's why I was like, okay, I'm LD. I'm wearing civvies. I got my 40-inch waist pants. I'm good to go,
hey, you looked happy though.
dude. I was not happy. I was not happy to be there. I was like, I'm LD. What am I doing here? Anyway, he didn't win. Who won? Some ABH, right? Was it
Yeah, ABH won the. She won the C, and then the Shore was Corman from Surfland.
They don't do nothing.
Oh, it's all good.
Anywho, all right, we're gonna wrap it up. Joey, thanks for hanging out. Toria, wait, Toria, right? Am I crazy? No, Valerie. Sorry, Valerie. Cornbread. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna try to do this. I think weekly. We'll see how schedules sync up. But
Yeah.
we want to do accountability checks. If you're in the chat and you're trying to lose weight and do things, I'm always open to send me a message. If you have a question, hit me up. I'll answer it. And thanks for hanging out, and talk to you later. I might come back and play some video games and let these guys go, but we'll see. We'll see how I think.
Word. Nice meeting y'all.
All right.
Yep.
Nice
Have
meeting
a
y'all.
good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.